Tom Bowers, did you ever understand why on earth Prince Harry took the legal action in the first place? As a layman, not an expert in royal affairs, it seemed to me that Scotland Yard assessed every visit against a security risk and took the appropriate action, giving him outriders and the like, or not.
Well, I think that he suffers from some sort of paranoia, because actually the Rabeck Committee, which it does assess his security concerns and the risks to him on each visit, couldn't find any risk to his life. The only risk to his life has been self-created by claiming in his book that he shot 25 Taliban and regarded them as chess pieces, which wasn't very clever for a man who thought he was under risk. Now, I think at the moment the Prince showed in his interview today that he is both desperate and deluded. He is desperate because his father really is very ill, and he doesn't know how long he's got to live, and he's desperate because the family have effectively ostracized him for good reason, because he behaved appallingly both in his book and in all the TV and radio interviews he's given. And he's deluded because he really does believe there's a conspiracy against him. I've gone through all the papers, all the judgments. There was no conspiracy. In fact, the Queen made it absolutely clear when he left the country after the Sandringham summit. She directed her private secretary, Edward Young, to tell Rabeck that the Queen was most concerned about Harry's security and he should be protected at the highest level. So on both counts, and so many more, I think he's deluded.
And Rabeck, of course, is the committee which establishes who gets the royal protection. He wants a reconciliation with his family. Is that possible?
No, because for very good reason. He was unbelievably and gratuitously rude to both William and Kate. He was rude to Camilla. He was very, very facetious about his father. He's a totally untrustworthy man. And the other side of it is this, that Meghan has made it absolutely clear her contempt for Britain and for the royal family, and that she wants to earn money exploiting the royal family. So the idea of Meghan ever being welcomed back to Britain under any circumstances is pretty remote. And he's just burnt all his bridges, not once, not twice, but progressively. He doesn't stop harming his own case.
But she's not exploiting the royal family. She used HRH in for private missives, not publicly. They've changed the website they have. It's not that. They are trying to abide by the spirit of the agreement reached with the late Queen Elizabeth II. Is that not the case?
No, the exact opposite. She was asked not to use her HRH, and she is using it. She keeps on calling herself...
Only privately, though.
Well, only privately, and the photograph of her goods being sold. I mean, she does everything she can. The only thing she can trade on is her title and rubbishing her time in Britain, like she did the other day again in a podcast. I mean, it's a terrible situation where she both hates the royal family and trades on it constantly and trashes us from California. And the trouble is that Harry is besotted by her. He needs her. His children obviously are divorced from their family, but that's all his own fault. He didn't have to do the interview with Oprah Winfrey. He didn't have to do the Netflix series. He didn't have to write his poisonous book and all the rest he's done. And now he thinks everyone should forget and forgive him. I mean, ridiculously deluded.
He calls this an establishment stitch-up. You spent your life as a journalist taking on powerful opponents and, in some cases, the establishment. Is he right?
No, completely wrong. I mean, I've gone through the judgments. They very, very carefully have said that every time he comes to Britain, if he gives notice, they will assess the risk and provide protection. The whole point is he has contrived the threats to him by two stories. One when he came out of a Kew Gardens event and the paparazzi photographed him, and this ridiculous so-called catastrophic car chase in New York, and has contrived that to suggest there's a threat to his life. All the intelligence services in Britain, the police and everything, would weigh up whether his life is threatened, and at the moment the only threat to his life is by his own actions.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So Harry lost. He's a loser. Thank goodness he lost that case. It's about damn time. After that visa, I was like, oh my goodness. It's getting away with everything. And now he didn't get this. Wow, he's just been blathering all over, makes a little announcement on his website. But I have a question regarding the Tom Bauer clip I just showed. At the end, Tom Bauer said that he read the court documents. So, number one, if anyone knows where we can see the court documents, somebody posted them online somewhere. I assume somebody may have posted them somewhere. But after that, my other question was, because he said that Harry mentioned two things for the reason why he's in such danger. And one was that fake car chase. I can't believe they used that one, but he really did. And the other one was something he said about him coming out of Kew Gardens, and there was something with paparazzi. So I don't know what that's about. If anyone knows, is that the same? Was that at the same time as a faked car chase? Or was that another thing? I don't know. All I know is he lost. He lost. Thank goodness. His lawyer was a witch. She was a criminal. Harry's a criminal. And now he's really coming out for the jugular. He's saying, I don't know, my father's going to die. I can't bring my family to the UK. It's too dangerous. Really ridiculous nonsense. And yeah, he's got problems. And his wife's got more problems because she doesn't have immunity from prosecution. So it's looking like, I just for fun, I thought, let's do a reading. How's Harry taking it, really? How badly is he taking it? I mean, he has defeats. He's obviously still, you see his reaction, how he fights back. He always has to make an announcement. If he wins, he's going to be all over the press I'm sure he had a speech prepared. Maybe, the people said he knew ahead of time. I don't know about that, but I do know that he always likes to give a little speech and call for, people to get arrested. Like the last time he won something, he called for Piers Morgan to be arrested and other journalists to be investigated. Like he wants people arrested if he wins, He probably would have requested that the Met Police arrest Ravik or something. But anyways, but now he lost again. I didn't watch it this time. But yeah, I just have to know he lost. That's all I'm really interested in. A lot of the details were in private, so it's like we wouldn't have heard about that. But some people said that Harry was angry that he wasn't getting the same treatment as Charles and as Charlotte and William and Catherine's children, which is ridiculous. I mean, he's just being a jerk. Him and Meghan causing problems. And he's still doing this nonsense. It's just about protection. They're always going on and on about protection. It's for our protection. It's really crazy. So yes, let's take a look at this. Let's just see. What's Harry gonna do? It looks like Meghan's gonna push his buttons. He spent $1.5 million on this, and he has to pay the court fees for the other side now, 60 to 80%, I believe. At least. So he's got to pay 1.5 million for his side and the other side. So I think it's plus that. So he spent a lot of money, wasted all this money. And look, think about it. Him and Meghan are always talking about, donate $5 for, Archie's birthday and this, that. And Meghan's going to peddle some, watery jam or spread or whatever. Trying to nickel and dime everybody with these things. Meanwhile, they're spending literally millions of dollars on court cases. Really insane. And it's not ending. He's got another court case coming up. He's got one against the Daily Mail, I believe, coming up next. So it's still going on. He's still got all this litigation going on. And Meghan is encouraging all this. I'll look into that. Let's see. How's Harry handling his loss? His second time losing. And everybody agrees with it. Everybody agrees with his verdict. And thank goodness that he got a little bit of comeuppance because he's been getting away with way too much. Way too much. Too many crimes in such a short period of time he's been getting away with. Thank goodness there's at least a little bit of justice. Maybe there's hope for a lot more justice that needs to be doled out to many people, many of Harry and Meghan's colleagues. Anyways. And them. But anyhow. Good day. Oh, and it was Charlotte's birthday. her 10th birthday when Harry lost. So they announced it on Charlotte's birthday. I didn't rub there, huh? Oh, but he was having a hissy fit. Ooh, was he having a hissy fit? Wow, he's the petulant prince there. He's so evil and stupid. Him and the wife. Then Meghan turns around. We know Meghan's behind it. I gotta see, but I think that, she always pretends like, I tell Harry not to do these court cases. Yes, says Meghan, who sued the press for a letter to Daddy. I mean, both of them just love it. Rachel Zane. Anyways, let's see. How's Harry taking it? What's he gonna do next? He can't stand the press having to say he lost in the press. It's the worst thing. Him and Meghan live for social media and the press. It's like that's their life. That whatever's written in the press, they can't stand defeat. Oh, they can't stand it. Oh my goodness, can't stand it. And I also read that Meghan and Netflix sent a legal letter threatening a chef in the UK because he said Meghan's cooking, was a terrible cook. Right? He saw her show. Yeah, he said she's a terrible cook. She's not doing anything right. She's doing everything wrong. And Netflix actually sent him a threatening legal letter to him that he better not talk about her again or they'll take legal action. And he was just like, whoa. So, I mean, looking for more lawsuits. I mean, just for the chef was just giving his opinion. So you see how bad Harry and Meghan still are with their try, and that's similar to how Meghan got Piers Morgan fired from his job, making complaints with her Sussex squad, and the Sussex squad attacked him and his family, the chef. The Sussex squad went after him, doxed him, harassed his family, his children. So still the terrorist activity of Harry and Meghan's Sussex squad continues on, and they're never held accountable. Mainstream media doesn't touch it. They're still getting away with it. That's where some real justice needs to be had. We need some arrests there for sure. Terrorism charges. Anyways, let's take a look. Now, Harry and his terrorist Sussex squad, sure, they're going to be lashing out at everybody who laughs about this case, that Harry losing. Ginger nuts lost. Ginger nuts lost. Ooh. Well, let's see. How's Harry taking it? Yeah. Did he think he was going to win? Did he really think he was going to win? So he was in a losing case here, and he just gave it one last try. And what's he going to do next in reaction to this? What's he going to do next? And is he really afraid of his security, or is it Meghan pushing him because she wants IPP? She wants immunity. Let's find out. How's Harry taking it? Let's see what the cards show. All right. General situation. Whoa. I'm getting, what card is this? Oh, strength. Deck I don't use very often. I'm like, looking at it. I'm like, huh? 8 of swords? No. Strength. Uh-huh. Harry and Meghan card I see often. Harry is not, he is feeling like, strength is using his, whatever he has at his ability. He still feels like he's in the right and he can bully people to doing what he wants. The strength is, in this case, I see the lion as the royal family, and Harry is just wanting to control them and to make them apologize to him and all this. So that's why he went into the press and why he put a little release on his website. Like he's using, as someone tweeted about Dr. Sophie, who wrote from Santibale, who had that wonderful statement where she said Harry and Meghan think they're above the law, and they weaponize the media that they claim to disdain to attack people, innocent people. And that's what Harry is doing right now with the royal family and with Ravik. So that's what Harry's doing now. He's trying to control the situation. He's trying to humiliate the royal family with the media, the weaponized media that Harry and Meghan sue all the time. Oh, here we go. The Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, so I think he's feeling I think of, of course, Princess Diana card often, but I think in this case it's the anti-Diana influence, the megalodon, and she is, just making things worse. I think she may have written that post on their website. Some of the wording of it sounded very Meghan-ish, especially at the end. I think she's really putting on the waterworks because, of course, she's the one that's not going to get immunity, right? And I heard it said that that's the reason why Harry's pushing so hard, and because he's afraid Meghan will leave him if he doesn't give her this immunity, right? With the IPP. So I am getting that Meghan's more upset than him. He's trying to take control of the situation and do what he can. But his Meghan mother here, of course, who he feels is his mother, like his mother speaks through, very unhappy, very upset, like, oh, what are we going to do? The fake tears, the whole melodrama that Meghan does. But in reality, this time, though, I think Meghan is really crying because she knows she's screwed. Oh, yep, it's Meghan here. I got the lovers here. So, yeah, I get that they're in this together. I mean, this court case, this security thing was Harry and Meghan all the way. And Harry was doing it for Meghan to keep Meghan. He's afraid of losing Meghan. He, and that's what I'm getting here. It's the two of them are together. This is for both of them. And, he doesn't want to lose her because she's all he has. Imagine how sad that is. Imagine going from being British prince to, and on top of the world's most eligible bachelor, to having Meghan Markle being all you have. I mean, gosh, it's actually a fate worse than death. No wonder he's so miserable. Oh my goodness. I'm playing around with the lighting here a little bit. Anyhow, so the basis of it all. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is the basis of it all. 9 of Swords reversed. I take that as an excess of. Yeah, he's not handling this well. I think that Tom Bauer's right. He is deluded and paranoid. And of course, Meghan doesn't help. And he is beyond. This is unacceptable and to him, and he is not handling it at all well. He's having a total breakdown there. He's trying to do everything he can with the strength that he can muster, but behind it all, he's crazy. He's cray. He is absolutely insane, drugged up, MK Ultra, this, that, completely deranged. He's not dealing with a full deck. And the lawyer that fought against him defending Ravik used the example, as I said back in the video when I watched the trial. He said, we can't criticize, the court can't decide something that a group of experts at Ravik decides. And he used the example of, it's like the other court case where the court can't decide when a mental patient gets incarcerated involuntarily into an asylum. It's like that has to be decided by the experts, a psychiatrist. So they were likening Ravik to psychiatrists, saying that they have to decide what Harry's security is. The court can't decide that. But of course, that didn't stop Harry's criminal lawyer from claiming that she knew how to run Ravik better than Ravik did. They weren't doing it right according to her and Harry. Did Harry really think he was going to win? Did he really think so? Oh, look at that. King of Swords. I get that he thought he could threaten or bully the judge to do it with his criminal connections. That's why he had the Sussex squad there. And I believe the Sussex squad were there today when he got the decision. They said that Harry had some fans outside that he had said hi to. That was the Sussex squad. They were there to intimidate, like BLM, Antifa kind of people. That's who they are, really. It's what they work with, that criminal group. And that's why he had the Sussex squad come in and make such a scene at the last time that the trial met. That was a threat to the judge. And I did a reading on that, and the judge did feel that way as well, that Harry was trying to threaten, because Harry's crazy and he'll do anything. And yeah, so he did think that his threats would work. Yeah, yeah. And I'll bet you that Sussex squad is going. I wouldn't be surprised if they go after the judge and the other opposing lawyer. Look out, because the Harry and Meghan's terrorist organization, they know no bounds. They're Satanists and they're crazy. They use satanic pictures on their accounts. They're really evil, and they think they're above everyone. They think they can get away with anything, because they do want to destroy the Western world. So, what's Harry expecting to do next? World. Okay, so I kind of take this as being in the world's press. He's going to be bitching all over the world. Maybe he'll do another Oprah interview. He's going to be parading around to embarrass the royal family on the world stage. So I do think that there's going to be, he may also take this sometimes as the globalist card. But right now, I'm kind of seeing it as he's going to tell the world more and more of how, he needs security for him and his family. And that's all it's about. And he actually lied and said, I was willing to pay myself, which we know is a total lie. He wanted the taxpayers to pay for it. So what was he really afraid about? I mean, he is crazy. I'm seeing at the base of it all, his inner thoughts down here. He is absolutely, crazy, insane. So what was he afraid of the most? Two of coins. Yeah, well, I get that he wanted to make sure that he could have the equal security wherever he went with Meghan and have the money for it. Because I see this as like Ravik and RMB, like the two different agencies. He wanted to control both of them. He wanted them both, because you kind of see how in this picture, you got the two coins are like little robots and they're holding on to the man, or the man's being held up by them. So this is like Ravik and RMB, and they're holding the man up. Harry feels that he needs both of them. And without them, he's not going to, he really feels like he's not going to be safe. And he feels like he's going to lose both of them. I think he feels like he's losing all his security. Like they're not giving him anything in his opinion, because I think he feels like the bespoke means he won't get anything. And that he will be left out of the lurch there. And of course, without the immunity and whatnot for him and his wife to go back and forth. I mean, there's often a back and forth card to different homes. He's afraid, because he's been, I believe, wanting to have two homes for him and his children, one in the UK, one in California. And he wants to go back and forth. I also see it that way, land in both places. And now he's afraid he's not going to be able to have that, because if he doesn't get the extra security, then Meghan and the kids don't get it, or the IPP, and then she won't go, right? That's her excuse for not going. We all know she doesn't want to go anyways, but he wanted to bring the kids back, but she might not let them, So, yeah, so now he can't go back and forth like he wants to. Yeah. What's he hoping for? Ooh, my goodness. I get 7 of coins reversed. Yeah, so he is working on trying to find another way. He's hoping that he can work something else out by going over it and trying to find other loopholes or legal avenues or ways of forcing them to do what he wants. Yeah. He feels like, there's something could have been done differently, that he could still could have gotten it, So he's going to continue, him and Meghan are going to continue trying to find legal avenues or some alternate way to force another type of way to force it. Still work on it. It's a project they're both working on secretively. I think the reverse is secretively. It's like 7 of coins, working and reviewing and figuring out, okay, what do we do next? What can we come up with next? The catastrophic car chase wasn't enough. Maybe we need something more, or something like that, or other avenue there. So Harry feels like I believe he feels like his lawyers failed him, so he might find more lawyers or him and Meghan. I mean, him and Meghan if you think about that catastrophic car chase, I mean, I remember that day because I open up my browser and there's a big red emergency box that's usually you never see normally unless it's some like major world event, right? Like some leader has to die or there's an 8-point earthquake in California or something. Like it has to be big to get a big red emergency alerts, and that they did that for Harry in my browser, and I'm like hundreds of miles away. Okay, and I'm getting a big emergency alert that a near catastrophic car chase in Manhattan. And I said I put it in a video. I have a video on my website of it, of the clip from it. You can see it was absolutely ridiculous how they. Because of course they wanted people in the UK to hear about it, so they made sure to spread it out, right? Because normally, even a violent crime in New York City, which would not be so unheard of, it would not be spread around the country as a major news story unless it was particularly, big or something unusual about it. You know what I mean? But about near catastrophic car chase. I mean, they really hyped that up. I was really over the top. So who knows what they'll do next? But they are plotting and planning, is what I'm getting. So it's Meghan's influence on Harry now. I get her over here really weighing on his mind, him and his mama. And oh yeah, I get 4 of Wands reversed. Yeah. So she's just like, well, that's it with the royal family and me going back and trying to reconcile with you. Now it's impossible. And of course, she's blaming the royal family for that to him. See, they don't want us back. They don't want to work with us, So she's definitely 4 of Wands reversed. She's out. She knows she's out. She's like, that's it. I'm never going back to the UK. Now she's got the perfect excuse. But she may also want to be out of their marriage here. I mean, she might be saying, that's it. If you go back to the UK, if you want to go back and spend time with your dying father, then that's it. So yeah, so she is threatening, not directly, but indirectly. I take it with reversed, but she's very unhappy and on his case, and she's going to make it seem like she has no choice, but to the 2 of them to separate, and it's his family's fault. Of course, it's William's fault. Everything will be Prince William's fault at the end of the day. We know that. Meghan will somehow screw around with Harry's mind, which doesn't take much with the ayahuasca, and which, leaves him open to any thoughts. So, yeah, so she's going to definitely mess around with his mind about this and make him even worse. So what's next? Yeah, this is a big stink for him. He plans on making worldwide news about something, announcing something, embarrassing the royal family, attacking them with the media. So what's he gonna do next? Oh my! Again with the coins. It's the page of coins. There's have a woman there. It's a page of coins reversed. So I do see this as. Now, this could be something with the child, or it could be just Harry spreading lies, and as he usually does, as him and Meghan do all the time, and nasty rumors and attacks and revenge, being greedy, and getting involved with financial dealings that are sleazy, illegal, money laundering. I mean, I think Harry and Meghan are trying to grab money in any way they can. And yeah, so I do think that I see some, and it could also indicate his health, his health getting worse as well. And in the long term, things are going to go from bad to worse. And in the long term, wow. Wait, King of Swords reversed. Yeah, so bad to worse. I see more criminal activity, Sussex squad perhaps, threats going on here. So I would take that as his lawyer if it's a person. Try to pull another stunt, legal stunts. Or, again, Harry Sussex squad, that would also the women that the nasty, evil women that he uses to attack. So I do see more legal attacks, more doxings and threats, as they've been doing, like they did to the chef. Yeah. So I do see him getting nastier and more evil, and particularly with information and documents and legal matters here. And it could include his terrorist organization, who's very active, as they always have been. So, and we see how Harry and his Archwell with James Holt have been instigating, like the mosque, about calling them hate speech, the Palestinians. So we do see Harry purposefully instigating a Muslim organization, right? Which is Harry keeps inviting danger on himself and trying to instigate danger. So it seems like he may do more of that. It's almost like he wants to be attacked. And I think that way he can say, see, this is your fault for not giving me security. And I know that seems very warped, but we're talking about a man who is completely out of his mind. So I take this as this could also mean he tries to incite more anger towards him, with or without a Sussex squad. He tries to get violence towards him. He really wants, just like in his book where he bragged about killing Taliban and whatnot. He claimed, forget where I read it, but him and Meghan claimed that, or no, Harry said it, I think, in his statement. He said it's a fact that neo-Nazis and Al-Qaeda want to kill, have made legitimate threats to kill me and Meghan or whatever. So, yeah. I believe Al-Qaeda came out and said, like, we couldn't be bothered, like, as if he's not even worth our time. So, but this is what they say, this is Harry's thinking. He's not thinking clearly. He's not thinking right. He's not in reality. He really does need to be put in a bubble room. Yeah. Yeah, so there you have it. That is what I see. Harry going from bad to worse. He's going to be inviting more danger on himself and or causing more problems with his criminal connections to attack the royal family. I'm sure he wants to make a big story for himself, either by being a victim or by causing issues and attacking others. He did think he was going to win. He did think his threats to the Sussex squad in court were going to get his way, his criminal connections there. And it didn't work this time. Thank goodness. So there is still a little bit of justice in the world. There you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this. And so please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.